following is a presentation of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network, KZMC McCook. Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app. High school basketball is on the air. Coverage on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network is brought to you by
Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Mid-Plains Community College, Community Hospital, Pinpoint Communications, Corporate Seeds, Doyle Auto Repair, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Auctioneer Justin Bonshaw, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Cross Creek Golf Links, M&B Bank, Taco John's, Browning Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Rehab and Fitness, Western Select Genetics Lance Shiflett, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Farmers National Company, River Valley Services, Vieira Wireless, Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley Case Coffee Shop, First Central Bank, Runza, Caleb's Custom Farming, Webb's Oilfield Service, Hogemeyer Seed, Troy Wiestad, Tri-Valley Health System, and Hitchin A Public Transit.
With the start of game day coverage, here's Trent Florum.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio 1021 KZMC. I am Trent Florum and Kevin Martin will join me shortly as we bring you high school boys basketball between the Southern Valley Eagles and the Cambridge Trojans. The Eagles are 3-13 on the season and the number 7 seed in the tournament. They took on the Bertrand Vikings in Saturday's opening round. The Eagles came out red hot and led 19-10 after one. Both teams were hot in the second quarter, with the Vikings outscoring the Eagles 19-16 to make it 35-29 Eagles at the half. The third quarter saw the Vikings outscore the Eagles 23-11 to lead 52-46 after three. Both teams hit 11 in the fourth quarter, and the final score ended up being Bertrand 63, Southern Valley 57. The Trojans are 8-7 on the year and the number 3 seed in the tournament. They took on the Southwest Rough Riders on Saturday. Both teams were hot in the opening quarter, and the Trojans led 21-16 after one. Both teams remained hot in the second, with the Rough Riders having the edge 19-17 to cut the Trojan lead to 38-35 at the half. It was all Trojans in the third quarter, outscoring the Rough Riders 21-11 to take a 59-46 lead into the fourth quarter. The Trojans went ice cold in the fourth, and the Rough Riders outscored them 23-6 to get the win, 69-65. Creighton Ruggles and Hodge Rayburn were the Amateurs Bar and Grill players of the game. We're going to take a break, and when the Taco John's pregame show continues, we will hear what Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard had to say following their game on Saturday, and it's all right here on True Country Radio 1021 KZMC.
Breakfast is just better when you choose Taco John's in McCook. Enjoy Mexican donut bites or a churro with delicious hot coffee. Taco John's has the best burritos, the scrambler, meat potato, or even spicy chorizo. And you can get potato olays any time of day. So enjoy them in a scrambler bowl. Get them individually or in a combo. But make your next breakfast stop Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Taco John's, West 8th and B in McCook.
If you're in the stages of planning an upcoming sale, contact auctioneer Justin Bonshaw today. Whether it's a farm sale, household, livestock, charity, or fundraiser, Justin Bonshaw, the 2014 KAA Champion Livestock Auctioneer, will help you make the most of your sale. Call him today, 402-957-8308. That's 402-957-8308. 950D199 quoted and 35.
Amateurs Bar and Grill in Cambridge has an excellent selection of all your favorite foods. From burgers to pizza, you'll be able to find something that satisfies your taste buds. Bring out your entire family or challenge your buddies to a friendly game of pool while throwing back some cold ones. Keep your eye out for daily lunch and dinner specials. Amateurs Bar and Grill, 602 Paxton Street in Cambridge, or give them a call at 697-4808.
Let's sit down with the head coach. This is the Taco John's pregame show.
Florum, I'm going to visit now with Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And Coach, 3 leads, 3 different times. You had a lead of 12 points or more and couldn't hang on to it tonight.
Yeah, just a big-time game of runs. We were probably good enough on one end of the floor to win that game tonight. If you score 65 points, you feel pretty good about your chances. But we're not very good on the other end. When the shots would stop falling, our defensive effort dropped big time. And, that's why it kind of turned into a game of runs there. If we were scoring, we were playing pretty hard on the defensive end and contesting shots. And then as soon as, we would miss a few in a row, our defense dropped too, and that's how they kept getting back into it. We were good enough on the one end. We just, we got to get better on defense. We know that. Been trying this zone out, but it was only a matter of time until a team, came in and shot the ball well and made it tough on us. And tonight was that night. Yeah,
the Rough Riders, you got to give them credit because when they got down, they just battled back, and they did shoot the ball well tonight, as you said. But you had a 13-point lead going in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, got outscored 23-6 there. And 6 points, that's the lowest you guys have scored for quite a long time in a quarter.
Yeah, it was. We just hit that drought. We're getting, sped up, which was weird. We just kept pointing at the scoreboard and telling the guys, hey, guys, we're up. I remember the one when we were up by 8, just kind of got all of them and said, hey, we're up by 8, guys. We just need to relax. We can run along possession. I know that sometimes we don't score as well when we do that, but just kind of settle ourselves down. And then the next possession, we turn it over again. And we just needed to slow down a little bit there, kind of take stock of what was going on. We never really did that. And then, they just kept putting the ball in the hoop. And, they shot the ball really well tonight, both from the 3 and also, in those little free throw line areas, which is kind of the weakness of that zone that we were kind of giving up.
Hodge Rayburn with a great night for you, 24 points for him, also in double figures. Creighton Ruggles with 16, Maverick Webb with 13. And Walmart's right there. He had it 8 more. So, good night for you, like I said, shooting the ball, scoring-wise.
Yeah, I thought we moved it well. I thought we, got the shots we wanted. Even thought we crashed the offensive boards hard. We were definitely good enough on that end. I know the fourth quarter we only scored 6, but, like you said, we have a 13-point lead. Even if we score 6, they got to score 19 to come back, and, we just couldn't get the stops when we needed them. Yeah,
that's the only time I thought you guys didn't rebound well on either end of the floor was that right there right before halftime. They kind of went on a run right there, and they got quite a few rebounds on you. The rest of the time, I thought it was pretty evenly matched rebounding.
Yeah, I thought so too. We got Derek Kelly into some foul trouble, and that kind of took away their big rebounder, and that was huge for us. But yeah, just continue to, we got to continue to think, hey, we're tiny. We all need to get in there. We just had to sneak out a little bit there toward the end of the half, and that's kind of how they made that run.
Well, now you're going to go on, still play on Tuesday night. You're going to play the loser of this game coming up between Bertrand and Southern Valley. You've already seen Southern Valley. You know what they're like. And Bertrand, we haven't seen, but you're going to see them at the end of the season. Talk to us about those two teams.
Yeah, Southern Valley played them early on. They haven't changed a ton since then. They've had some nice offensive nights and just kind of struggled to bring the defense, and some nice defensive nights and struggled to bring the offense. We got to be ready to go on both ends like we were last time we played them. Talked to the boys in the locker room a second ago and just said, hey, we have one practice, but we got to figure out a way to get better on the defensive end in a hurry and get back to being good on that end, because our offense has been just really good here for over a month now. So if we can get that defense added in, it could be a nice a fun run here at the end of the season. But we got to get that defense sorted out. And then Bertrand is obviously off to a really hot start to the new year. They're on a big win streak like we were coming into today. And they just have athleticism all over the floor. They got good size. They have some kids who shoot the ball well. The Nelsons are kind of spearheading their attack. And then Marcus Hernandez down low is really tough inside, and he's rebounding everything that comes off the rim and putting them back and finishing really well. So they'd be a big challenge if it's them as well.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking the time to come and visit us. Sorry we didn't get the win tonight, but let's rebound on Tuesday night.
Yep, sounds good, Trent.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a break. We'll come back here, and we'll talk with Kevin Martin and get things wrapped up. We'll give you the stats for the ball game right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Reclaim your strength with Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Their goal is to be the best local experts in the field of rehab and fitness that delivers really good results. Everyone is welcome, valued, and cared for by Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Whether you're recovering from an injury, looking to improve your fitness, or wanting to reach new goals, they've got the perfect program. Let their skilled therapists and trainers create personalized plans to support your recovery and boost your fitness all in one place. Call now to schedule an appointment at 697-4211 or stop in to learn more. Cambridge Rehab and Fitness in downtown Cambridge. Corporate Seeds. This is a family that grew up in the seed industry, a family that knows that food grown on healthy land with healthy farming produces healthy food. We are all stewards of this land, and it is our responsibility to care for its health to support yours. Regular deliveries and pickups are available in your area. Contact Corporate Seeds to learn more today. Call 308-697-4848. That's 697-4848. Or you can see their website online at corporateseeds.com.
Farmers National Company is your premier partner in helping you buy or sell land. Whether it's a traditional listing, a live or online auction, simulcast events, and sealed bid offerings, Farmers National Company has you covered. Proudly employee-owned and dedicated to helping you succeed. Choose Farmers National Company for agricultural, residential, and commercial real estate. Call Agent Lori Harding at Farmers National Company today at 308-660-1861. That's 660-1861. Farmers National Company, Lori Harding Real Estate Sales.
The following is a presentation of high school basketball from the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network, KZMC McCook. Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app. High school basketball is on the air.
Every Tomlin wide open three, rolls around, goes. Every Tomlin catches it in. Back to Webb. Going to take the three. She was hot from there from the corner, and she's got her third one of the ball game. 9 points for Aspen Webb. He skip pass over to Ruggles. He's going to drive, gets into the short corner, puts the shot up, and it goes.
This is high school basketball. Let's go courtside. Here's Trent Florum.
True Country Radio 1021 KZMC. Trent Florum, Kevin Martin here with you tonight. Live from South, or this afternoon, I guess. He used to saying tonight, but we're here live at Southwest High School, Bartley, Nebraska. Consolation bracket of the RPAC tournament between the Cambridge Trojans and the Southern Valley Eagles. Kevin, you look at Southern Valley watching them warm up here, and they look like a pretty decent basketball team. You wouldn't believe they were 3-13 on the season.
No, they didn't play like it the other night either.
No, not against Bertrand. They did not.
Not at all. They got some size. I think that's pretty misleading, that 3-13.
They did get really hot. They started out against Bertrand. They led it 17-9 after the first quarter, but then kind of cooled off after that. Still played pretty good basketball and ended up losing to the number 2 seed Bertrand Vikings by 2. Team think Cambridge thought they might play, but they were upset by Southwest the other night. Had 2 12-point leads in the first half and could not hold on to them. Ended up with a 13-point lead after the third quarter, and Kevin, it just went south in the fourth quarter for them in a hurry.
The last 4 minutes of the first half when they quit rebounding for whatever reason, and then the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter when they had all the ball handlers on the 5 ball handlers on the floor.
You didn't get a shot off.
And just turned it over, and then it was a game. I think they just need a complete game tonight,
Southwest is a good enough team, too. If you let them hang around, if you don't put them away when you have them big leads, you let them hang around, they get enough confidence, they're the type of team that'll beat you. And they proved it.
Yeah, I think anybody in the tournament at this point is regardless of where they're at in the bracket, I think if you just let people hang around, they're going to make a run at you.
Yeah. Yep. It wouldn't surprise me to see Southwest give Bertrand a good game tonight. They played just here a week ago. There was a 5-point game then. Alma, of course, taking on Highline tonight. Highline, another one of them teams. You watch them warm up, you watch them play, and their record.
They played really well the other night over in Bertrand. They
upset Medicine Valley, the number 4 seed. And
they played really well.
And they don't look like, they were 5-8 on the season, or maybe not even that much. I don't remember how many wins they have. But so looking here at the bracket, let's tell you about what we do know. The girls' bracket, what a wild one that was last night. The last game at each place went into double overtime. Right now, Maywood Hayes Center and Paxson will play at 7:30 on Thursday night. That will decide who goes to the championship in Consolation. In the losers bracket game, those will start at 4:30. Wallace and Hitchcock County will play. And then at 6 o'clock is Dundee County Stratton and Maxwell. So 3 pretty good games going on there. Should see some good basketball. In the girls bracket, for the east side here, Southwest defeated Arapahoe last night, and then Alma in a stunning victory. Big come from behind because Southern Valley was up big. Double overtime. All 5 of Southern Valley's starters fouled out of the ball game, and I think 3 of Alma's fouled out also. So a lot of subs on the floor. And Alma had a girl who had not scored all night and played very little. hit a three-pointer with 3 seconds left in the second overtime from the top of the key, buried it, and gives Alma a 1-point win. Both teams had chances to put that away at the end of regulation, at the end of the first overtime, and couldn't do it.
55 fouls in that game.
Yeah, 55 fouls in that game. That's crazy. No wonder it took so long.
Well, yeah. I'm surprised we're done now.
In the other part of the bracket, these games will take place down at Alma. Cambridge will play Bertrand at 4:30, and then Southern Valley will play Arapahoe at 6. Championship games the consolation game for the girls will be at 2 o'clock on Saturday at the McCook Graff Event Center. And then the championship game will be at 5:30. For the boys, we already know that Maywood Hayes Center beat Juanita Palisade tonight on the west side. They will play on Friday. Juanita Palisade done for the tournament. And Maxwell and Sutherland getting ready to go over there. They will play Maywood Hayes Center. Also games tonight at 6 o'clock. Hitchcock County and Paxton play in the west side semifinal. And in the other one, Dundee County, Stratton, and Wallace. Those two teams met up earlier. It was a pretty good ball game between those two teams. I don't think Hitchcock County and Paxton have played yet this season, but that should be a good ball game there too. For the boys, we know Medicine Valley beat Arapahoe here in Southwest. They just got done here. And Cambridge getting ready to play Southern Valley. At 6 o'clock, it will be Alma and Highline. That should be a pretty good ball game there. I think Alma probably the favorite in the RPAC, Kevin.
I would say so at this point. Yeah, probably so. I don't know who's probably got more big game experience at this point. And, they were in the finals last year. So they've been there, and they're still so young. They got one senior.
Yes,
but they've got decent size and a bunch of good shooters and ball handlers. They're a tough team.
Southwest and Bertrand will play at 7:30, and of course Southwest after upsetting that could be a really good ball game. Bertrand struggled a little bit against Southern Valley the other night, and they're one of them teams. They don't have a lot of height, but Marcus Gonzalez gives them a little bit of height, but more kind of like Cambridge, live and die by the three. So if they're on, they're really dangerous, and if they're not, well, and Southwest kind of that same way. They have some good 3-point shooters, and they don't have a lot of height either. So it could be a pretty good ball game between those two teams here at 7:30 tonight also. So let's take a quick break. We'll be back here with more high school basketball on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Problems with how your vehicle drives? Take it to Doyle Auto Repair, the area's alignment and suspension specialist. From the simple tire and oil change service to the most complex automotive diagnosis, you can rely on Doyle Auto Repair of McCook to fix it right. Make your appointment today. Call the professionals at Doyle Auto Repair, 308-345-4233. That's 345-4233. Or drive or tow your woe to Doyle Auto Repair at 105 West 8, McCook. Doyle Auto Repair.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Affordable transportation for everyone.
We're your ride to the doctor, shopping, or work. Just about anywhere. From 8 to 5 Monday through Friday in Southwest Nebraska. We can even get you to Kearney or Grand Island. Call 308-276-2182 the day before to reserve your spot.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Kevin Martin back here at Southwest. Getting ready for the starting lineups here between the Southern Valley Eagles and the Cambridge Trojans. Brought to you by Mark's Pharmacy and Know Your Number. High blood pressure in the United States is a major problem. Only about half of the Americans with high blood pressure have their condition under control. Mark's Pharmacy can help you know your number with a quality blood pressure machine in the home to help get accurate results that are sent directly to your doctor. Contact Mark's Pharmacy to learn more and know your number. Now, here are tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Eagles, number 11, a 6'1 senior, Trent Schockman. Number 14, a 6'3 junior, Isaac Hamilton. Number 15, a 6'1 junior, Jace Hammond. Number 20, a 5'11 junior, Tate Weatherwax. And number 22, a 6'5 senior, Tyler Grove. Head coach is Gerald Ederback, assistant coach Colton Burgesson for the Eagles. Burtonson, of course, just graduated a few years ago here from Southern Valley. For the Trojans tonight, it's number 12, a 6-foot junior, Creighton Ruggles. Number 14, a 5'7", junior, Brady Allmeyer. Number 15, a 5'7", junior, Maverick Webb. Number 20, a 6-foot junior, Hodge Rayburn. And number 23, a 6-foot junior, Braden Miller. Head coach Clay Shepard and assistant coach Bronson Wood. And the Trojans officially have 4 guys averaging double figures, Kevin, as Maverick Webb hit double figures again and bumped his average up over 10 now. So
that's important for them because here lately they just haven't all been on the same night.
No. If all 4 of them ever get on, they might score 100 points.
Yep. That's what's really cost them in this tournament. They can't all get in sync, but it's really good to have, obviously, that many guys in double figures on a regular basis.
I went to Southern Valley's page on Max Preps to get their stats. I know Coach Hutterback hasn't updated them since Game 2, so wasn't any stats to get from there. So the coaches were supposed to start doing that. Coach Meyer doesn't do it for Mid Valley either. He doesn't put his stats on Max Prep, so wish they would. It makes for a better broadcast if you got a little stats to shout out during the break times. So Trojans in the all-white uniforms. Black number says Cambridge and orange across their chest. They'll go right to left in the first half. The Eagles in the black uniforms with the white numbers. It says Eagles in white across their chest. They will go left to right. It'll be Grove and Ruggles to jump it up. This was they played the first time, and the Trojans beat them by about 30 points. And this is one of the jumps that Ruggles has lost this year was against Tyler Grove, so we'll see how they go out tonight. Tips in the air, and then Ruggles wins it. Got it off to Miller. Here's Ruggles back with it, going to get it off to Webb. He'll bring it across the timeline. It's off to Ruggles on the right wing. Back up top, Allmeyer. Driving on the left wing, kicks it out to Rayburn. Back up top, Webb over to Ruggles. Ruggles looking around, back up top to Webb. Comes left side, Rayburn. Back over to Allmeyer, wide open 3. And he can't get it to go. He was cold the other night, and he's cold here tonight to start out. And it's going to be off the Eagles and out of bounds. Off number 15, Jace Hammond. It'll be Trojan basketball. Underneath their own basket.
Big 2-3 for Southern Valley.
Webb going to get it in. Allmeyer from the corner takes another 3, buries this one. You better get a hand in his face.
That is good to see.
3 from Allmeyer. The Trojans up 3-0 here. Eagles' first possession of the ball game. Here's Weatherwax down inside, kicks it back out to Grove. Grove against Ruggles. Goes inside. This is number 15, Hammond, with it, working against Allmeyer. Shots up. Won't go. Rebounds tipped around, and it's off the Eagles. Oh, they're going to say off the Trojans. Ooh, I thought that went off number 20, Weatherwax there. So Eagle basketball, extended box out to the right side. Hammond to inbound it. Hammond finding somebody. Now he finds Shockman way up top. Trojans playing man-to-man here tonight to start this one. They've been playing zone quite a bit. Here's a steal from Ruggles. Ruggles bringing it up the floor, up down the left side. Is anybody going to stop him? And finally, Grove gets up there, but Ruggles lays it up left-handed, puts it in. Trojans go up 5-0. Shockman across the timeline, working back top of the key to Grove. Grove looking inside, can't find him. And Webb almost got the steal there, kicks it back out. This is Hamilton, the leading scorer. Kicks it back up top to Weatherwax. Weatherwax working down the right side. Turns, it's going to be knocked away, but he picks it back up, driving against Miller. Lays up, Ruggles blocks, and it goes out of bounds.
Southern Valley looks a little lost on offense.
Hammond to inbound it. They like to get out and run. If they can do that, they'll score. Hammond going to get it in. This is Weatherwax with it. Back inside to Hamilton. Down the lane. Puts it up and in. First basket of the night for the Eagles. Belongs to Isaac Hamilton. Here's Maverick Webb. Working up top. Skip pass over to Rayburn on the left wing. Inside it goes to Miller. Back out to Rayburn. Up top it comes Webb. Back over to Allmeyer. He's going to try to drive. Skip pass back out to Rayburn. Wide open 3. Can't get it to go. Miller had the rebound, lost it. It's picked up by Hamilton. Hamilton quickly up the floor for the Eagles. Left side. Working up high. Now comes top of the key. Puts up a 3 and buries it. Wow. He was way off bounds. I don't know how he got that to go.
Rather unorthodox looking.
5-5 now. Rayburn on the left wing. Back up top to Webb. Inside it goes Ruggles. Down the lane, working against Grove. Out to Allmeyer. Allmeyer steps inside, puts a little floater up. Can't get it to go. Rebounds tipped around. It's picked up by Weatherwax. Weatherwax has it knocked away. Then kicks it back. Back out to Hammond. Hammond driving inside. Dribbles off his foot. Nope, we're going to say off Allmeyer's foot. Allmeyer not arguing, so we'll go with that. Hammond to inbound it for the Eagles. Gets it into number 11. That is Shockman. Gets it back. Shockman goes inside. Hamilton wasn't looking for it, but ended up picking it up and then lays it up in the end. Hamilton with all 7 Eagle points, and they lead at 7-5. Their first lead of the night. Down the floor it comes to Ruggles. Inside looking for Miller. It's stolen away. And Shockman with it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Good job by Ruggles there, tying him up. So 5:05 left opening period. 7-5. Eagles lead the Trojans here. Going to get it into Shockman. Shockman's going to be guarded by Rayburn. Works to the right side. Look around, kicks it off to number 20. That's Weatherwax. Down the quarter to Hammond. Hammond trying to get it inside to Grove. He's guarded by Ruggles. Turnaround jumper from the short corner is way short. Rebound comes down to Hammond, though. Nobody boxed him out. Here's Hamilton for 3. Can't get this one to go. Rebound Webb, and here come the Trojans on the run. Webb, skip pass out to Allmeyer. Wide open 3 from the corner. Can't get it to go. Miller with the rebound. Kicks it out to Ruggles. Ruggles will drive inside. Turns around, jumper in the middle of the lane, puts it in.
That's the shot he's got to take about 20 more times a game because they give it to him all the time.
7 apiece here. 4:19 left in the opening period. Hammond, top of the key for the Eagles. Left side it goes to Grove. Working against Ruggles. Puts it on the floor. Tries to drive inside. It's knocked away, but it's picked up by the Shockman for the Eagles. Back out to Hammond on the wing. Hammond takes it back out to Grove. He'll take the 3. It's in and out. Won't go. Hamilton had the rebound, lost it. Webb's chasing it down. He's going to be knocked to the floor, and it's going to go. They say Southern Valley was out of bounds when they touched the ball. So it'll be Trojan basketball. After watching the Med Valley game, that would have been a foul there. They let that one go pretty good. Here comes Webb. Up the floor comes Rayburn. Wide open 3. Buries it. Hodge Rayburn with his first 3.
He's been on a heater.
24 the other night in the loss to Southwest. Matched his career high. Kicks it out to Shockman on the left wing. Going to drive against Rayburn. Gets inside. Backdoor pass is kicked away by Miller, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Eagle basketball. Trojans up 10-7. 3:33 left opening period. Eagles with the ball underneath their own basket. Hamilton inbound. Watch him to come right back in that far corner there. Get it in. Grove trying to get it to Hamilton. Can't do it. Gets it down underneath. This is Weatherwax with it. Working against Miller. Shots up. Won't go. Rebound by Miller. Kicks it up the floor. This is Allmeyer. Back to Rayburn. He'll bring it across the timeline. Down the corner to Allmeyer. Back up Rayburn. He's going to drive. Gets inside against Grove. Shot won't go. Rebound Ruggles. Turnaround jumper's up, and he's fouled.
Good to see Cambridge on the boards.
Foul is on number 22, Tyler Grove, his first. So Ruggles at the free throw line to shoot 2. And that one was the ugliest one I've seen him shoot all year. Got to put a little arch on them, Creighton. Second one's on the way. It's off the front of the rim short. Miller with the rebound. Gets it back out. Here's Webb. Corner pass out to Rayburn. Shots on the way. He drills another 3.
Boy, he just looks confident. He just looks like he's kind of feels what he's doing and knows what he's doing. He looks really good right now.
13-7 Trojans. 2:56 left in the first period. Here's Hammond. Kicks it off to Grove. Right side it comes to Weatherwax. Weatherwax driving inside against Miller. Spin move. Miller with good defense. Missed a shot. Ruggles with the rebound, and Webb on the outlet. Going to have the easy layup. Puts it up and in. His first basket of the night. Timeout by Coach Utterback. We'll take one with them. Trojans go on an 8-0 run. Lead it 15-7. Back after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Hello, farmers. If you're interested in trying a biological product on your farm but aren't sure where to start or what product is right for you, give Caleb Nutt a call. Caleb is your local Myco Gold and Genesis Ag representative with a diverse lineup of products that can be applied on the seed, in furrow with starter fertilizer as well as foliar, you can be sure that they have a product that's right for you. To get started, call Caleb Nutt today. 308-367-6457. That's 308-367-6457.
This is the RPAC Tournament on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Ford, Kevin Martin back here with you live from Southwest High School, Bartley, Nebraska. Trojans with a 15-7 lead. They're going right to left across your radio dial here in the first half. Eagles with the basketball. Got to go length of the floor. Kevin, a big 8-0 run here. 9-2 threes from Derek Rayburn and a basket by Ruggles.
Good rebounding, good motion on offense. They're getting what they want.
Hamilton gets it in. This is Shockman, guarded by Allmeyer. Gets past him. Allmeyer almost snuck up behind him. Gets it off to Hamilton now. Across the timeline. Works to the left side. He's going to drive. Grove is out of the ball game right now. Got him double teamed. And he throws it back up top, and it's going to be picked up by Shockman. Number 10's checked into the ball game. That is Jacob Rice for the Eagles. He came in for Grove. Hamilton drives in and it's knocked away. Allmeyer with the pass up to Webb. He's got another outlet, and the shot's up and in. 4 straight points from Maverick Webb. And the Trojans go up by 10, 17-7. Eagles had a 7-5 lead at one time. It's now been a 12-0 run. Here's Shockman, left side up high, working against Webb. The Trojans have went to their 2-3 zone. Shockman's going to take the three. It's off the back of the rim, won't go. Allmeyer gets a rebound. Here come the Trojans on the run again. Allmeyer kicks it out to Webb. Wide open three from the outside. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Allmeyer tipped the rebound. He saves it. Great play by Allmeyer. Now Webb's going to save it from going over and back, and it's into the hands of Ruggles. Ruggles out to Rayburn. 3 on the way from the wing. Short. And Rayburn should have followed the shot, but he didn't. But Allmeyer's going to chase down the rebound. Off to Ruggles. Ruggles down inside. He's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. I think this is on number 10, Rice. Hope it's on 20. Weatherwax.
Sponsors this afternoon: Amateurs Bar and Grill, Brining Truck and Trailer, Caleb's Custom Farming, Cambridge Rehab and Fitness, Community Hospital, Cross Creek Golf Links, Doyle Auto Repair, First Central Bank.
Not the prettiest shot from Creighton Ruggles, but he put it in. Sean Pauley checks in for the Trojans. Braden Miller goes to the bench. Gavin Gunderson going to check in also here on the next dead ball.
You know, when they play zone, Cambridge plays zone, it just makes it so much easier for them to run.
Yes.
It really does. If they could just, remind themselves they got to rebound first, or they can run.
And Ruggles with an air ball there. And he's like, maybe I need to work on my free throws. 1 of 4 on the night. He goes out of the ball game. Gunderson checks in for the Trojans. 18-7, they lead it with 1:20 left in the opening period. Grove back into the ball game for the Eagles. Weatherwax took a seat. Up the floor it comes. This is Rice, top of the key, guarded by Webb. Kicks it back out to number 1, Raiden Rickards into the ball game, and it's knocked away by Gunderson, but Rickard picks it right back up. Backdoor pass inside to Hamilton. He's got all the points for Southern Valley. Make it 9. 18-9. The first basket ends that run right there for the Trojans. Here's Allmeyer. First basket they had since it was 7-5. Trojans went on a 13-0 run, and here's Allmeyer burying another 3 from the right side. He's got 6. Trojans back up by 12. Hammond looking down. Trojans back to a man-to-man now. Hamilton kicks it off to Rickard, guarded by Pauly, off to Grove. Grove working against Rayburn, tries to drive, gets in against Webb, and they're going to have a blocking foul on Webb here. Trojans' first foul of the ball game.
Kitchen Hay Public Transit, Horgemeyer Seeds, Troy Wiestat, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Coperidge Seeds, MNB Bank, Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley Case Coffee Shop, Minutes Creek Family Dentistry, Mid-Plains Community College, and Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union bringing you the game this afternoon.
Grove missed the first one. Left it just a little bit short. Second one's on the way, and he swishes that. His first point of the night, and the first Eagle to score besides Isaac Hamilton. 21-10 Trojans. 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Webb working up top. They're going to play for the last shot here. Webb works down. Goes inside for Allmeyer. Back up top, Rayburn. Back to Webb on the left wing. 3 on the way. Got it. Maverick Webb with 7 for the Trojans. Leads them in scoring right now. Here's a 3 at the buzzer, and it's off the bankboard. No good. 24-10. Trojans lead it after 1. Take a break. We'll be back here with quarter number 2 on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry. Call Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge to book appointments with Dr. Dean Cope or Dr. Lindsay White. Medicine Creek Family Dentistry is still in the same location, same kind and caring faces, and same great quality service. Their phone number is the same too, 308-697-3736. That's 308-697-3736. Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge.
Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Kevin Martin back here. Kevin and I talking off here. Kind of waiting for Creighton Ruggles to start shooting. The old Rick Berry, well, most people know the granny style. Put the ball down through the legs, shoot a little granny free throw.
When you get to the point where you're in your own head and it's not working for you, it isn't going to hurt anything. The thing about shooting them that way is you're going to hit something. You know, you got a chance, and you can always give it up. But
Braxton Mitchell's into the ball game for the Trojans. Rayburn, Allmeyer, Miller join him on the floor here to start the quarter. Here's Rayburn. Takes another 3 and buries it. Miller really should have taken it. He was wide open underneath the basket. Lost track of where he was. But hit Rayburn for the 3, so he gets an assist. Hamilton up top. Gets it off to Grove. Trojans playing man-to-man. Got Braxton Mitchell guarding Hamilton, and he's just face guarding him, not letting him get the ball. Here's Grove inside. Turns around, kicks it off to Hammond. He'll go down the lane. Shots up, won't go. Fight for the rebound. It's picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell quickly up the floor. The freshman driving in, kicks it back out, comes back up top to Ruggles. Ruggles off to Allmeyer. Wide open 3. Is he still feeling it? No. It's in and out. Couldn't get this one to go. Rebound Hamilton. It's a good-looking shot. Just didn't fall. Up the floor it comes. Grove's got it across the timeline. Back up top to Shockman. Shockman down in the corner. This is Weatherwax. Back out to Shockman on the wing. Going to get a screen. Switch the screens there to the Trojans. Shockman gets down the short corner, puts a shot up, and it won't go. And Miller's going to get called for over the back. Got to get around him and box him out there, Braden. And that shot goes up. You got to turn, put your butt into him, and get him out of there. Miller didn't do that, picks up the foul. So Hammond inbound it. Gets it into Grove. Grove double teamed, and now Miller almost got the jump ball. Grove over the top of Ruggles. Misses the shot. Rebound Allmeyer. Allmeyer quickly up the floor to Ruggles on the right wing. Goes back up top to Allmeyer. Allmeyer works right side, gets it into Ruggles at the free throw line. Back out to Rayburn. Wide open 3 for Rayburn. And off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Grove. Grove working against Ruggles. Back out to Hamilton. Hamilton across the timeline. Going to put the shot up. It's partially blocked by Rayburn. Rebound comes down to Shockman a long ways out there. Out to Hamilton. 3 on the way. Buries it. Hamilton's got 12 for the Eagles. 27-13. Trojans by 14 here. 6 minutes left in the first half. Rayburn up top gets it to Ruggles. Ruggles works to the right side. Going to look around. Now gets it to Allmeyer. Allmeyer, backdoor pass inside to Ruggles. He goes down the lane, lays it up, and won't go. Roll all around and wouldn't fall. It's like there's a lid on the basket right now for the Trojans.
Creighton's hurt.
And Ruggles goes down, and that's not good. And here's a shot down there. We got a traveling call first, but Ruggles holding the ankle on the near end here.
Looks like he's grabbing his Achilles or his calf or something.
He's been having some problems with cramping, so maybe we'll get lucky and he's just got a cramp here. We're going to help him get up and off the floor. Checking in will be Maverick Webb coming back into the ball game, and Ruggles not putting any weight on that right leg, and that's not a good sign for the Trojans. Not a big man, but he plays like a big man. He always guards the tallest guy that the other team has. So Ruggles to the bench.
Go find him a bucket of ice, cold water.
I always hated that. Man, I did that a lot in high school. Webb bringing that. Horrible ankles. Webb bringing it up the floor for the Trojans. Going to go back to Rayburn up top.
1-3-1 now for
Rayburn out to Allmeyer. 3 on the way from the corner. Can't get it to go. Mitchell had the rebound. Lost it. Miller picks it up. Back out to Allmeyer. Right side. Going to drive baseline. Gets inside. Back up top to Webb. Threw it away. Hamilton's going to chase it down for the Eagles. He's going to lay it up and in. So Hamilton's got 14 points out of 15 for the Eagles. Trojans up by 12. Webb off to Rayburn. Rayburn into the free throw line. Back out to Mitchell. The freshman drives inside, kicks it back out to Allmeyer in the far corner. Up top it comes to Webb. Webb driving inside, kicks it out to Rayburn. Down the corner, Mitchell, his 3 on the way. And he can't get it to go, but Allmeyer with a great rebound puts it in. Worked his way right around the defender there, Hammond, and put it in.
They're getting exactly what they want. Shots.
Here's Hamilton down the corner. He goes to Weatherwax. Back up top. This is Hammond with it, working against Allmeyer. Free throw line. Trying to find somebody now. Forces up a shot. It won't go. Rayburn with another rebound. Rayburn coming quickly up the floor. Drives inside, kicks it out to Allmeyer. And we got a charge on Rayburn.
That's where the old 2-foot jump stop is still viable. Nobody wants to do it, but it works.
Ruggles is trying to walk it off on that far side. Not having much luck. Hamilton up the floor to Rice. Guarded by Allmeyer. Rice back to Grove. Grove works past Rayburn. Now Rayburn catches up to him. Oh, and going to have a foul on Rayburn. That's going to be his second. And now with Ruggles down, that's a big second foul right there on Rayburn. And Grove at the free throw line. He's got the only other point for the Eagles. He's 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. And he drills the first one.
Might be a little Sean Pauley or Kyle Johnson time.
It might be. And Grove misses the second. Rayburn pulls down the rebound. So Grove 2 of 4 on the night. He's got the only other 2 points for the Eagles. Hamilton's got 14. Here's Webb. Dribbling inside. Almost got a stolen from behind. Mitchell down in the corner. Back up to Webb. Webb driving inside. Kicks it out to Rayburn. Rayburn down the lane. He's going to put a floater up. Won't go. Miller with the rebound. Puts it up off the glass and won't go. Rebound by Grove. Man, the Trojans are ice cold from 2 feet away.
They're better from 3 than they are from 2.
Here's Shockman back out to Rice. His 3's on the way. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Allmeyer. He pushes it up 1-on-4 break and pull it back out. Now he's going to drive baseline. He's going to travel. Lost the ball on his way. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Ooh. Foul's on Rice. And I don't know if I agree with that call, Kevin.
I don't.
Scott Johnson sitting beside us. Scott Johnson from Medicine Valley, not the Scott Johnson, the referee that's out on the floor. But he said travel also, so I agree. Allmeyer to the short corner. Shots up off the back of the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to number 20, Weatherwax. Here's Shockman with it, left wing. Shockman goes inside to Rice. Rice against Allmeyer, throws it down inside to Weatherwax. Weatherwax working against Miller, and he might have got away with the push-off right there. Had to lower his shoulder into Miller's stomach and serves himself a little room. Webb off to Rayburn. Rayburn back up top to Webb. Back to Rayburn. He's going to take the 3, and he drills it.
That's just too easy. I mean, it's too easy for Rayburn and Webb and Allmeyer to leave him that shot.
Rayburn with 12 points now, leading the Trojans. They lead at 32-18. Inside it goes Grove. Almost went back door. Drives down inside against Rayburn. Shots up and in. Grove with his first field goal of the night. So Ruggles on the bench with an injury. And
Southern Valley's showing a little spark on offense, but if they're going to keep on leaving these wide open 3s for Cambridge, it's not going to help them much.
Rayburn back up top to Webb. Back to Rayburn on the left wing. Wide open 3 again. And this one won't go. Rebound by Grove. Grove hands it off to Hamilton. The hot hand for the Eagles right now. He's got 14 of their points. Here's a mile-long three off the rim. Won't go. Miller with the rebound. Kicks it out to Webb. Here come the Trojans on the run now. Webb down in the corner to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back up top, wide open for Rayburn. And he can't get it to go. He's missed 2 in a row now after hitting 4 earlier. Here's Hamilton, drives it inside, puts a floater up and in. Hamilton with 16 points for the Eagles. That's the lead to 10, 32-22. Webb off to Rayburn, back up to Webb. Minute 20 left here in the first half. Trojans by 10. Miller, man-to-man defense from the Eagles now. Off to Rayburn, working against Grove. He's going to drive against him, puts it up and in. Nice move by Rayburn.
Southern Valley's tried everything. 1-3-1, 2-3. Man, they just don't have an answer.
Rayburn with 14 first half points. Trojans up 34-22. And here's a steal. Yep, it's on the floor, but Rice picks it back up. Kicks it out. This is Hammond. Hammond loses the ball. Able to run it back down. There's Danny Travel.
Yeah.
So 48 seconds left here in the first half. Trojans lead at 34-22. They've been outscored 12-10 here in the second quarter. Ruggles out with an ankle injury right now for the Trojans. Here's Miller. Out to Allmeyer. Wide open three. In and out, won't go. He's just ice cold from that corner right now. But he's going to run down the steal, and now Webb has it. Trojan fans wanted to foul on Rice, didn't get it. Here's Miller. He's going to drive into the lane. He's going to put it up, and we got a foul here on Miller. I thought
it wasn't. Yeah.
They're going to call this on Miller for called an offensive foul, but I thought he had a pretty good screen, Kevin.
That's a couple mystery calls in that corner in the last couple minutes.
Hamilton gets it off to Hammond. Going to be double teamed, looking around. And a late call here. And a foul. I believe this is on Rayburn. That'll be 3. Now you got to hope Ruggles can come out of halftime and play a little bit.
I don't know. He didn't look very good.
No, he did not. Gunderson checks into the ball game for the Trojans. And Hammond at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's on the way, and he got it. 11-point lead for the Trojans, 34-23. 17 seconds left here in the first half. Hammond at the free throw line for the second. And he misses this one, and Grove saves the rebound, but it's picked up by Mitchell. Webb down the floor, down to 10 seconds left. Going to hand it off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer driving in, kicks it off to Miller. A great pass, but he loses the ball, and Rice picks it up. Down to 3 seconds. Mitchell knocks it away. Should have just caught it, and it's going to go out of bounds. And that'll end the first half. 34-23, Trojans by 11 at halftime. We'll take a break. We'll be back here with your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Honeyman Custom Chopping does more than just silage work, such as chopping, bagging, and packing. They do that very well, but Honeyman also specializes in swathing, merging, manure hauling, and grain hauling. Call Honeyman Custom Chopping today for a conversation about pricing and availability for your operation. Call 737-9159. That's 308-737-9159. And see their Facebook page to see some of their work. Honeyman Custom Chopping of Indianola, 308-737-9159.
You don't have to wait in line for your prescription and over-the-counter medications. Stop by Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge today, and you'll see the difference. Whether you have a new prescription, need a refill, or would like to transfer your prescription, you will be in and out in minutes with your prescription in hand and your mind at ease. We also offer free daily deliveries to many local areas. If you would like more information about how Mark's Pharmacy can save you time and money, feel free to give us a call at 697-3400. Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge. Like us on Facebook today.
The staff at River Valley Services in Cambridge is ready to take care of all your refrigeration, plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and trenching jobs. You see, whether it's at work, on the farm, or at home, there is no job too big or too small. These boys can do it all. River Valley Services are available 7 a.m. till 4, but that doesn't mean they won't handle your emergency at a moment's notice. River Valley Services. Call 308-697-4815. That's 308-697-4815. 697-4815.
Webb's Oilfield Service out of Cambridge is excited to support broadcasts of Trojan Athletics on Hometown Family Radio. Webb's Oilfield Service hauls water and also works on drilling rigs throughout southwest Nebraska as well as northwest Kansas. Reach out to Webb's Oilfield Service by calling 308-340-1104. That's 308-340-1104 for Webb's Oilfield Service of Cambridge, Nebraska.
This is the RPAC Tournament.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Flum, Kevin Martin back there with you. This is your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. We're here to the locals, raised right here in the Western Corn Belt. We help them grow stronger. Learn more about the right seed from your local dealer. That's Frack Seed in Norton, Kansas, the North 40 in Oberlin, Kansas, Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg, Nebraska, Bonnie Hansen in Binkelman, Nebraska, Bose Seed in Orleans, Nebraska, and of course Extreme Ag right there in Cambridge, Nebraska. 308-440-2652. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. We are at halftime, and the Trojans lead it here over the Southern Valley Eagles 34-23. And Kevin, the Trojans were red hot in that opening quarter with 24 points.
Yeah, they kind of went hot and cold from the three, but I tell you what, if you're going to let them have those, they're going to make a high enough percentage that you're going to wish you didn't let them have those.
Well, they made a high enough percentage. They had 24 points in that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting what they want. Way too easy at the 3-point line.
Cooled off a little bit in the second quarter, scored just 10. Let's give you the stats for the first half. First of all, for the Eagles, just 4 players scoring for them. Jace Hammond has 1. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 for Tate Weatherwax, and 4 for Tyler Grove. He's 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. They're led by Isaac Hamilton, who has 16 of their 23 points. Pretty unorthodox-looking shot he's got, but it goes.
You know, if it works, it works.
Jamal Wilkes, he was in the pros, and he had one of the ugliest shots I'd ever seen.
And that goes back to my granny free throw. If it works, it works.
It works. You know? Yeah. Jerry West shot the granny free throw for years, and one of the best free throw shooters of all time. So
it doesn't always have to be pretty. As long as if you work on it enough and it goes in, it goes in.
So foul-wise, you have Rice, Weatherwax, and Grove all with just 1 for the Eagles. For the Trojans here, Creighton Ruggles has 5. He's 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Maverick Webb with 7. Brady Allmeyer with 9. He's got 3 3-pointers tonight. And Hodge Rayburn has 14 to lead the Trojans. He's got 4 3-pointers here this evening. The Trojans hit 8 3-pointers in the first half. So foul-wise for the Trojans, Maverick Webb's got 1. Braden Miller's got 2. Hodge Rayburn with 3. And that's Kevin with if Ruggles can't come back, Rayburn's going to have to play a little smarter basketball in the second half because he could not pick up that 4th foul early in the third period.
Yeah, and they're going to have to decide, too, if it's going to be, Sean Pauley or Kyle Johnson probably
Probably Gavin Gunderson. Johnson doesn't play a whole lot.
Oh, yeah, Gavin Gunderson, that's right.
It'll be one of them two,
yes,
probably.
I'm thinking of Gavin Gunderson when I'm saying Kyle Johnson. So, yeah, Gavin Gunderson or Sean Pauley has been playing quite a bit. But
Braxton Mitchell, the freshman's played quite a bit here, too.
Depends how they want to go. If they want to go small or if they want to go with a little more size.
Yeah, and they're going to probably have to have a little bit. I guess, you got Miller in there to guard Grove, but he's been on Hammond most of the time, or Weatherwax, one of the two. They seem to be a little more physical than Grove. Even though Grove's 6'5", Hammond and Weatherwax seem to be a little bit more physical than Grove is.
But the Cambridge guys have did a good job to this point on them. They really have. They haven't been overpowered or anything like that. So they're hanging in there just fine on defense.
So about halfway through the halftime, let's take a break. Trojans with a 34-23 lead here at halftime. We'll take a break. We'll be back here with more of your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
A big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
M&B, that means a different M&B.
Every game, every score, every victory. It's more than just sports. It's where our community comes together. At M&B Bank, we're proud to cheer for our local athletes. From the first practice to the final buzzer. We're here for every sport, every season, and every student chasing their dreams. Because at M&B Bank, we believe in teamwork, tradition, and building a brighter future together. M&B Bank, there is a difference. Member FDIC.
There are many reasons why people bank at First Central Bank. It could be because of our First Link online banking, the variety of accounts we offer, or it's the hometown service you get from us at First Central Bank. Come by and discover why so many trust First Central Bank as their financial partner. First Central Bank, member FDIC.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Kevin Martin. Back here with you live from Southwest High School in Bartlett, Nebraska. As we get ready for the second half. This is your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. Excuse me. Brought to you by Hogemeyer, raised local, raised right here. Talk to these local dealers to learn more. Frac Seed in Norton, Kansas, the North 40 in Oberlin, Kansas, Elaine Seed and Fence in Gothenburg, Nebraska, Monty Hansen in Binkelman, Nebraska, Bo Seed over in Orleans, Nebraska, and of course Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska. 308-440-2652. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. Winner of this game takes on Medicine Valley on Friday in Alma at 4:30. Medicine Valley with the 47-39 win over Arapahoe in the first game here today. Loser will not play again until next week, so if you want that extra game, you got to win this one. And Trojans without Creighton Ruggles. He hurt his ankle in the first half. They took him now back to the locker room here at halftime, and he has not came back out of the locker room, so I've got to guess he's probably being looked at by one of the local trainers.
He was grabbing his Achilles more than he was grabbing his ankle. It was like it was behind his ankle. It didn't look like a typical ankle sprain anyway when he did it. So hard to tell.
Didn't see the calf ball up either though. So hopefully not an Achilles tear. Hopefully just a mild injury there, and he can get in a bucket of ice water and get healed up. Southern Valley will have the ball to start the third period. They're going to go right to left. The Trojans going left to right. Trojans come out with Allmeyer, Webb, Miller, Mitchell, and Rayburn. Wow. The Eagles have Hamilton, Grove, Shockman, Hammond, and Weatherwaxer starters back out there. Rayburn's got to be careful. He's got 3 fouls here this afternoon. Shockman with it. He's going to be guarded by Allmeyer. Rayburn's guarding Hammond now. Shockman back out to Hamilton. He's had the hot hand. Gets it to Hammond. Hammond's going to drive in. Puts a shot up. Won't go. Rebound Webb. Webb quickly up the floor. Finds Mitchell on the right wing. Mitchell looking around. Kicks it back up top to Webb. Webb off to Rayburn. Now Rayburn driving down the lane. Lays it up. It won't go. Rebound tipped around. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball.
Got to be careful on those drives. He's going hard at the rim, but he's got to pay attention who's in front of him.
So Webb inbound, a box set for the Trojans underneath their own basket off the near side. Inside to Miller. Miller puts it up and in. His first basket of the ball game. Did a nice job sealing himself off right there, and the Trojans go up 36-23. Here's Hammond. Hammond works to his right side. It's down the short corner, kicks it back out to Grove on the wing. Grove guarded by the freshman Mitchell. Turns around and wow, no foul called there, and Mitchell took one right in the mouth.
He's giving up
Grove.
He's giving up 6 inches on that deal.
Here's Webb working to the right side. Gets it off to Rayburn. Now to Allmeyer. Allmeyer's going to drive baseline. Kicks it back out. Here's Webb in the far corner. 3 on the way. Misses it. Rebound. Miller had to go right through his hands. And then through his legs and right in the hands of Hammond. Oh, Miller would have the easy basket. Wanted to go up before he caught the ball. Here's Grove back inside against Mitchell. Jumpers up. Won't go. Rebound. Miller had it and Grove picks it up and throws it towards the basket. And wow. How that goes in. He's fallen to the floor. Just threw it over his head. It goes in.
Look what I found.
36-25. Trojans by 11. Webb works to the right wing, drives inside, kicks it off, and no, that was not a good pass. Right into the hands of Grove. He tried to throw it behind his head to Miller. And not Magic Johnson just yet. Now, here's Shockman working against Allmeyer. Picks up his dribble, kicks it off to Grove. Grove going to work against Mitchell. Tries to drive baseline. Miller helps him out, stops him, tosses it off to Hammond. He puts the shot up and in. Excuse me, that was Weatherwax.
Mitchell's doing a good job on him so far. He's just giving up a lot of size.
Down to a 9-point lead. Trojans with the ball. Mitchell on the right wing. Back up top to Allmeyer. He's working against Shockman. Skip pass back to Mitchell. Mitchell back up top to Webb. Left side, Allmeyer on the wing. Going to get a screen from Rayburn. Takes a 3. Can't get it to go. Miller had the rebound. Lost it out of bounds. Miller's hands, just everything going right through his hands right now. Usually pretty sure-handed.
Oh, Creighton's back.
Ruggles back in the ball game. Well, he's got a lot of tape on that right ankle. And in for the Eagles is Jacob Rice. Hammond will go to the bench. So Ruggles will guard Grove now. He had shut him down pretty much in the first half. So here's Shockman. Shockman driving inside. Works up against Ruggles. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound, Rayburn. Rayburn up the floor. Kicks it off the left side to Allmeyer. Back out to Ruggles. Ruggles kicks it back up top to Rayburn. Right side is knocked away, and Webb will let it go out of bounds. Well, where are you throwing the ball, guys? 5:05 left in the third. Trojans by 9, 36-27. Here's Ruggles with it. Right side on the elbow. Going to try to drive inside against Grove. Gets up against him, puts shot up, and he's fouled. Grove picks up his second.
That's going to have to loosen up or he's going to have to come out because he's not moving very well at all.
I think they just need him more for defensive right now than offense. He's got to, because Mitchell's not handling. I mean, he was doing all right with Grove, but like I said, giving up a lot of size, and Ruggles misses the first free throw. 1 of 5 on the night. And shooters roll on the second. He's got 6 points now. Shooting 41% for the season. He's 2 of 5 tonight, so right at 40, about his average on the free throw line. Shockman guarded by Allmeyer. Dribbles to the right side. Kicks it back up top to Grove. He's guarded by Ruggles. Trying to go down the left side. Ruggles trying to shut him off. Spin moves up and in. Grove. He takes it. He cannot move with him right now.
He can't move.
Might have to go back to zone. Ruggles up top to Allmeyer. Allmeyer off to Rayburn. Rayburn up top, got it to Webb. Back to Ruggles at the free throw line. He's trying to drive inside. Has ball knocked away. It's picked up by Rice. Rice off to Grove. Grove working against Ruggles. Spin move. Turns, kicks it back up top to Shockman. Shockman off to Weatherwax in the corner, guarded by Miller. Back inside to Hamilton. Hamilton works back up top to Grove. Grove will take the 3. In and out, won't go. And Miller picks up the rebound for the Trojans. Out to Webb on the outlet. Down to the left wing. Webb back up top to Rayburn. He might have traveled, got away with it, drives inside.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a try and there's a charge, and Rayburn just picked up foul number 4.
That's what I was talking about. You can't just fly in there when you got 3 fouls and not get caught.
Mitchell's going to come into the ball game. 3:50 left. That's a big 4th foul. 3:50 left in the third. Rayburn with 4. Now who do they put Mitchell on? They're going to put him on Rice. That's a good matchup for him. Grove's got it working against Ruggles. Going to try to drive inside. Got away at the push-off right there. Forces his way in. Won't go. Rebound tipped around, and Allmeyer saves it into Ruggles. Good play by Allmeyer. Going down the floor looking for Webb, and Hamilton's going to run this one down. Had Webb down there, but you got to throw a baseball pass. You can't lob that up there like that.
Like a punt.
Here's Hamilton. Top of the key, 3 on the way. Got it. Hamilton with 19.
That's a long ways where he's letting that go.
37-32. Ruggles, top of the key. Right side to Allmeyer. Allmeyer works back to the top. Gets it off to Mitchell. Down to Ruggles on the wing. He'll take the 3. It's off the mark. He can't get it to go, and Grove pulls down the rebound. Looking like Southern or Southwest all over again. As Hamilton drives inside, gets it off to Weatherwax, misses the easy shot, and Mitchell pulls down the rebound for the Trojans. That becomes to Ruggles. On the wing, back up top to Mitchell. Mitchell driving. Going to hand it off to Allmeyer. He gets inside. Gets it off to Mitchell. A nice pass. And Miller lays it in. Timeout by the Trojans. We'll take one with them. 39-32. They're up by 7 with 2:33 left in the third period. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
When you think internet, think Pinpoint. For fiber to the home, think Pinpoint. When you want streaming backed by quality internet, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications has the tools to keep you happy while streaming, gaming, video chatting, working from home, and more. Look, when you want faster speed for an affordable investment, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications. Online at pnpt.com.
This is the RPAC Tournament.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Kevin Martin back here at Southwest High School in Bartley. Trojans lead at 39-32. In the third period, I think it was like 2:32, I think it was, you said, when we went to break. Right in that area. In the second part of the third period anyway. So get ready to go here. Eagles with the basketball, coming right to left. And 2:33 is what it is. So 39-32 with 2:33 left in the third. And it looks like they might be... Now Ruggles is going to still guard Grove. Well, maybe not. We'll see. I think Mitchell's going to guard Grove. I'm not sure that's the right matchup. Here's Rice with it. Gets it back up to Hamilton. Hamilton working against Webb. He's going to kick it back up top. This is Rice. He drives, a little floater on the way, put it in. His first basket of the night. Allmeyer for the Trojans. Cross half court. Is down inside. Kicks it out to Miller, excuse me. Now Mitchell's got it top of the key. Right side it comes to Allmeyer. Allmeyer inside to Ruggles at the free throw line. He drives. Kicks it inside. Back out to Mitchell. Mitchell drives, a little floater in the lane, and puts it in. Mitchell's first basket of the night.
That was nice.
41-34, back to a 7-point Trojan lead. Minute 45 left in the third. Shockman back up top to Rice, off to Grove. Grove guarded by Mitchell. And going to kick it off. This is Hammond with it. Hammond back inside to Rice. Rice turnaround jumper off the rim, won't go. Ruggles pulls down the rebound. Up to Mitchell. Mitchell. Ooh, almost double dribble. Kicks it off to Allmeyer. He's going to drive inside. Kicks it out to Ruggles. Ruggles, they're going to leave him open. 3 on the way. Can't get it to go. Man, with that bad ankle, he just cannot get any jump.
He's got no explosiveness at all. But he's hanging in there.
Here's Grove down the right side of the lane. Throws it up and kicks it back out to Hammond. Hammond looking inside. Throws a shot at the basket. It won't go. Allmeyer with the rebound. And with 55 seconds left, Trojans lead it by 7 here in the third. Allmeyer drives, throws it into Miller, but it's knocked away. It'll stay with the Trojans. Go over that baseline. Look for that. That's 3 times they've hit it. Webb to inbound it now for the Trojans. Going to lob it into Ruggles. Ruggles working against Rice. Gets inside. Spin move. Grove blocks it. Ruggles gets it back. Drives back inside. Puts a shot up. It's off the back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound comes down to the Eagles. Hammond had it and kicks it off to Shockman. Shot clock is down to 30 here. Here's a 3 from Shockman. Well short. Air ball. Grove hustles. Tries to save it. Hamilton's got it. A great play by Grove there, and Hamilton puts it in. You have got to box out there.
I don't think he even looked at the basket.
15 seconds left here in the third. Trojans by 5. Webb hands it off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer driving down the lane. Little floater. Won't go. Rebound Miller. Miller back out to Webb. Back up top of Ruggles. Down to 2 seconds. Ruggles at the buzzer. Won't go. 41-36. Trojans lead it by 5 after 3 periods of play. Back here at the fourth quarter after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Kevin Barton back here with you. 41-36. Trojans lead it after 3 periods of play. They were up 24-10 after the first quarter. And got outscored 13-10 in the second. And then 13-7 there in the third. So the Trojans going to have to pick up the offense again, Kevin.
Yeah, and they're hobbled a little bit. You know, Ruggles is kind of playing one-legged, and Drayburn's got 4 fouls, so they're kind of...
And he's their leading scorer with 14 tonight.
Yeah, they're kind of hanging on a little bit right now.
Webb back to Ruggles here on the right side on the wing. Goes back up top to Allmeyer. He'll take the 3, and it's in and out. Won't go. Miller with another rebound.
He's had a good game.
Out to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Allmeyer, working on the wing against Shockman. Comes up top to Ruggles. Ruggles working inside, hands it off to Webb. Back up top, Mitchell. Mitchell back to Ruggles. Ruggles, middle of the lane, spinning against Weatherwax. Kicks it back out. Mitchell, he'll drive inside. Bounce pass inside to Miller, and traveled. Oh, take that up. Braden Miller's got to have a little more confidence. Just turn and take that right up against Grove. That's a basket. Shockman up the floor to Hammond. Hammond back to Shockman. He'll bring it across the timeline. Down on the wing. Double team. Then we're going to have a foul here.
He got popped in the face, too.
They called one foul that whole third quarter. That was on Tyler Grove. The Trojans did not pick up a foul. Brady Allmeyer picks up his first right here, though. Might have got a poke in the eye right there, but... So Hamilton bound it. Trying to get it into Hamilton, now does. Hamilton going down the right side of the lane. Floater, don't go. Rebound, Allmeyer. He kicks it out to Webb. Webb will slow it down and bring it up the floor. Gets to the top of the key. Works to the left side to Allmeyer. Allmeyer in the corner. Back up top to Webb. Man-to-man defense here from Southern Valley. Mitchell off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer down the lane. Floater up and in. Allmeyer now with 11 points. He's in double figures. Shockman off to Grove. Guarded by Mitchell. The freshman doing everything he can to give him up a lot of size to Mr. Grove. And Grove inside to her Weatherwax. Loses it. Hammond picks it up. Misses the shot. Rebounds tipped around. It's on the floor. It goes out of bounds off Southern Valley. Off of Hammond's foot. And we got a timeout by Southern Valley. We'll take one with them. 6:30 left in the ball game. 43-36. Trojans by 7. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
You know what happens when a local seed company demands that their focus be on customer service? A lifelong partnership that does what's best for your field and your operation. Western Select Genetics of Cambridge is a new seed company, but you know Lance Shiflett as someone whose focus is customer service, local agriculture experience, and knowledge to the seed industry with his constant focus on the premium care of your success. Call or text Lance Shiflett today, 340-6103, 340-6103.
This is the RPAC Tournament on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Kevin Martin back here with you. We were just talking off the air. And Kevin kind of talked about when do you bring Rayburn back in. He's been the hot hand tonight. Now you've let him set for a lot of the third quarter and part of the fourth. And Would like to get him to 4 minutes because he's got them 4 fouls.
Yeah, as long as you're this 6-7 point lead, I think it's fine to leave him until 4 minutes or whatever you want to do. But what's happened is the Southern Valley's taken away the 3-point line from Cambridge completely, and then they're forced them to drive to the hoop, which is okay for Cambridge too, but it's not when you don't have all your drivers on the floor. So
yeah, Ruggles with a bad ankle, he's not being able to drive much, and Rayburn on the bench with 4 fouls. So Ruggles has the ball, going to hand it off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer on the right wing, going to work inside, gets down inside at the free throw line, kicks it out to Mitchell in the corner. Mitchell back up top, kicks it off to Ruggles. Ruggles inside, working against Hammond, or against Weatherwax, turn around, jumpers up, won't go. Miller tips it up, it won't go. Falls off the rim. Rebound by Grove. So the Eagles a chance to cut in this lead. It's a 7-point lead for the Trojans. Just went under the 6-minute mark. Here's Hammond at the free throw line. Jumper off the back of the rim, won't go. And Miller with another rebound. He's had a good night. Ruggles. Up top, gets it off to Mitchell. Mitchell, the freshman. Off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer's going to drive, gets in, kicks it out to Ruggles. 3 on the way, off the rim, and it goes over the backboard off the rim.
Here comes Rayburn.
He's coming in for Miller. That surprises me. Miller's had the good game.
He might not be out long.
Grove out of there, Hammond out of the ball game, and Rice in for the Eagles. 5.5 left, 43-37 Trojans. Here's Rice with it up the floor, finds Hamilton. He drives inside, kicks it off to Weatherwax. His shot's up and in. Weatherwax with 6 points now and cuts the lead down to 5. Webb off to Ruggles. Ruggles working inside, down the lane, kicks it out to Webb. Webb driving, kicks it back out to Rayburn. Wide open 3 for Rayburn, and it's in and out. Rebound Grove.
He didn't have a chance to break sweat.
Grove down the lane, drives inside, kicks it off to Weatherwax, who's wide open and puts it in. Nobody helping on the backside there, and somebody's got to drop there and help out. Down to a 3-point game, 43-40. Rayburn working down inside, kicks it out to Ruggles, off to Allmeyer inside now. Allmeyer back out to Rayburn. Back up top of Ruggles. Ruggles back to Rayburn in the corner, back to Ruggles on the wing. Up top, Allmeyer. Allmeyer. Free throw line, kicks it out to Rayburn. 10 on the shot clock. Rayburn misses again. Rebound picked up by Rice. The Eagles with a chance to tie. They can tie it with the 3-pointers. 43-40. Trojans with the lead. And Hamilton right down the lane. Lays it up. Won't go. Rebound Rayburn. Rayburn up the floor. A 2-on-1 break. Finds Allmeyer streaking down the floor. He's fouled. Basket. Goes!
I'm bringing Miller back, and
that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm bringing Miller back and maybe letting Ruggles sit. But
they're going to set Rayburn.
They're going to set Rayburn.
With 4 minutes left, Rayburn, the leading scorer, out right now. Allmeyer at the free throw line.
I think he's going to go back in on dead ball offense.
86% on the season, hits another one. He's got 14. Him and Rayburn both with 14 now. Trojans back up by 6. 4 minutes left in the ball game. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Hamilton working up top. Going to try to go against Ruggles. He drives down the lane, and Ruggles is going to pick up the foul. Ruggles just cannot go off that right ankle, and they're taking him to the right side. He is struggling.
Yeah, coach is playing offense, defense, so Rayburn's going to come back in after the free throws.
So Hamilton at the free throw line. He's not shot a free throw tonight. He's got 21 points, make it 22.
Pinpoint Communications, River Valley Services, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Taco John's, Tri-Valley Health Systems, DR Wireless, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Webb's Oilfield Services, Western Select Genetics, Lance Shiflett, and Lockenauer Jones Mortuary bringing you the game this afternoon.
So Hamilton gets the second free throw. It's on the way, and he's got it. He's got 23 points for the Eagles out of their 42. He's got all but 19 of their points. Webb off to Ruggles, right side up high. Ruggles going to fake it to Allmeyer. Going to take the three. It's short. Rebound, and Rayburn has it. Back out to Ruggles. Ruggles in the corner. Comes back up top to Rayburn. He's going to drive. Gets inside. Kicks it back out. A bad pass, and Hamilton steals it away for the Eagles. Chance to cut this lead down. It's a 4-point lead for the Trojans. 3:28 left in the game. Grove working against Ruggles. Tries to go right side down the lane. Puts it up and in. Wow.
Ruggles can't go right. The ankles not working.
Lead down to 2, but that was a tough shot. I mean, he just threw that to the basket. There's Rayburn with it on the right wing. Back up top, Allmeyer. Wide open 3. Buries it.
Don't get a better look than that. That's what they needed.
Allmeyer coming on here in the clutch. He's got 17 points now. 8 of them here in the second half. 49-44 Trojans. Hammond going to get a screen. Ruggles got the steal. Off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer bringing it up the floor, going against Grove. Gets inside, puts a shot up, it won't go. Rebound by Miller, and we got a foul here on the Eagles.
Nope, got timeout, I think.
Oh, timeout. Timeout by the Trojans. Well, we'll take one with them. 49-44, Trojans by 5. 2:42 left in the game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Looking for that great course with lush fairways and fast, pure rolling greens? Looking for that course whose price doesn't break your pocketbook? Well, look no further than Cross Creek Golf Links in Cambridge. Tough enough to challenge the best golfers and easy enough to bring the whole family. A great golf course and a great price. And don't forget to check out the Facebook page and website for upcoming tournaments and other events. Call the clubhouse for more information at 308-697-4768. Your jewel of the Southwest. Cross Creek Golf Links in Cambridge.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Fulham, Kevin Martin back here with you. Trojans with the ball underneath their own basket. Off the far side. Line right down the free throw lane. Webb to inbound it. Going to get it into Allmeyer. Allmeyer drives, gets into the middle of the lane. Kicks it off to Miller. Miller back up top to Rayburn. Right side it comes to Webb. Webb off to Ruggles. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer get to the elbow. Kicks it out to Rayburn. He'll drive baseline. Gets inside against Grove. Can't get the shot to go. Rebounds picked up by the Eagles. It's Shockman with it. And Grove slow to get up here. 2:15 left in the game. Trojans by 5. Grove down the right side of the lane. Kicks it back over to Weatherwax, and he puts it in. 8 points for Weatherwax. Now a 3-point ball game.
Southern Valley's only got 1 foul.
Trojans only got 2. They've only called 4 fouls the whole second half. Here's Ruggles with it. And handed off to Rayburn. Out to Webb. Webb driving inside. Turns, kicks it back to Rayburn. Right side, Ruggles. He'll drive inside. Working inside against Hammond. Back up to Webb. 3 on the way from Webb. In and out, won't go again. And a rebound by Grove. And Rayburn knocks it away from behind, and now we got a foul here on who? It's on the Eagles. It's got to be on number 12 or 22, Grove. And that's going to be his third. Timeout by the Trojans. 49-46, Trojans by 3 with 1:33 left in the game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
The loss of a loved one is undoubtedly one of the hardest times we face in our life. Let the caring and experienced professionals at Lockenauer Jones Mortuary support you through these difficult times. They offer personalized services that you can count on. Lockenauer Jones will help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one. Let them take the time to guide you through the decisions that need to be made during this difficult time. Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, family owned and operated. Call 308-697-3838.
This is the RPAC Tournament on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
KZMC, Trent Fulham, Kevin Martin back here with you. Trojans lead at 49-46. 1:33 left in the game. The winner takes on Medicine Valley Friday at 4:30 in Alma. Webb with it. Trojans will take their time now. Going to work some clock. Webb off to Ruggles here on the right side. Going to stand and hold the ball. Down to 20. Back up top to Webb now. Webb back to Ruggles on the elbow. Spin move down the lane. Turns. Working against Hammond. Shots up. Won't go. Rebound. Grove picks it up for the Eagles. Chance for them to tie it now. 49-46. Hamilton, who has 23 points with the ball. Taking the three to tie the ball game. It's in. Webb was right in his face, and they couldn't stop him. Wow. Tie ball game. 45 seconds left. Shot clock's at 30. Ruggles. Left side. Kicks it back up to Allmeyer. Allmeyer working against Schockman. Back to Ruggles on the right wing. He's going to drive inside. Puts a shot up. It won't go, but he's fouled. It's going to be on Hamilton, I believe. And it is. Hamilton's first. Ruggles struggling from the free throw line tonight. He's 2 of 6. 31 seconds left in the game. Ruggles too hard on the first one. Mitchell checks in for Rayburn, just in case they have to foul. Trojans have 2 timeouts left. The Eagles have 3. Ruggles free throw on the way, and he can't get it to go. Rebound Grove. So the Eagles with the chance to take the lead here. 49 all. Shot clock is off.
Shot clock is off.
Grove with it, working against Ruggles. Going to get a screen. Ruggles stays with him. Here comes Grove, driving inside against Miller. Shots up, won't go. Rebound by Hammond. We got a foul on it, Miller. It's on the floor, though, so there will be no shots.
Yeah, we're not going to get the free throws here.
Miller picks up his third.
In regulation, I don't think.
Eagles want a timeout. We're going to take one with them. Tied at 49 with 12 seconds left in the game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
If you have an appointment at a specialty clinic in North Platte or in Kearney, and if you're not sure how you're going to get there, Tri-Valley Health System Public Transportation is happy to transport passengers from within their normal service area to destinations outside their service area for specialty medical appointments or even for personal shopping. To schedule your ride Monday through Friday with Tri-Valley Public Transportation and to see if they service your area, call 308-697-1164. 697-1164. Tri-Valley Health System.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Transform Kevin Martin back here with you. 12.9 seconds left in the game. We're tied at 49. Eagles with the basketball underneath their own basket. They have Rice, Weatherwax, Schockman, Hamilton, Grove on the floor. Trojans counter with Mitchell, Ruggles, Miller, Allmeyer, and Webb.
This will be the best play they got, so let's see what it is.
Extended box to the right side. Ball's underneath their own basket off the far side. They're going to try to get it to Hamilton, you know that. They get it in. Grove. Shots up and in. Timeout by the Trojans. 9 seconds left. Grove gives the Eagles their first lead of the ball game. 51-49. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
If you're in the stages of planning an upcoming sale, contact auctioneer Justin Bonshaw today. Whether it's a farm sale, household, livestock, charity, or fundraiser, Justin Bonshaw, the 2014 KAA Champion Livestock Auctioneer, will help you make the most of your sale. Call him today, 402-957-8308. That's 402-957-8308.
This is the RPAC Tournament on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florin back here with you. 51-49. Southern Valley has taken a 2-point lead with 9 seconds left. Their first lead of the ball game comes with 9 seconds left in it. Trojans are up 24-10 after the first quarter. But the Eagles scrapping their way back in it, now taking the lead. The Rayburn going to get it in. Gets it into Webb. Webb up the floor quickly. Gets it into Ruggles at the free throw line.
Get it out of his...
Back out to Allmeyer. 3 on the way. Off the rim, won't go, and that's the ball game.
Wow.
51-49. The Eagles have beaten the Trojans. Take a break. We'll be back here with your Cambridge Rehab and Fitness postgame show right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Samway floor covers covering and furniture.
You know what they say, if you don't want to be boring, just change your flooring. Well, actually, they don't say that, but they probably should. Samways has the cure for boring with some of the finest and most durable carpet from Shaw and Mohawk, plus beautiful designs of LVT, tile, and more. Go from boring to charming at Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, North Highway 83, Macomb.
Samway Floor Covering and Furniture. You'll love this store.
Amateur's Bar and Grill in Cambridge has an excellent selection of all your favorite foods. From burgers to pizza, you'll be able to find something that satisfies your taste buds. Bring out your entire family or challenge your buddies to a friendly game of pool while throwing back some cold ones. Keep your eye out for daily lunch and dinner specials. Amateur's Bar and Grill, 602 Paxton Street in Cambridge, or give them a call at 697-4808.
Breakfast is just better when you choose Taco John's in McCook. Enjoy Mexican donut bites or a churro with delicious hot coffee. Taco John's has the best burritos, the scrambler, meat potato, or even spicy chorizo. And you can get potato olays any time of day. So enjoy them in a scrambler bowl. Get them individually or in a combo, but make your next breakfast stop Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Taco John's, West 8th and B in McCook.
Get on the road with an auto loan with Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union. We want to be your first stop when buying a vehicle or detour for an already financed vehicle. We offer loans with hard-to-beat interest rates that truly takes you places. Don't just love your car, but love the payments too. Apply on our website at MidwestLibertyFCU.org or zoom into Midwest Liberty, where you belong. You belong.
This is the RPAC Tournament on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you along with Kevin Martin. And this is your Cambridge Rehab and Fitness postgame show. We are locally owned and operated here to serve Cambridge and the surrounding area. We have a passion for our patients and our community. We are continually innovating and evolving our therapy practices in order to give you the best individualized care. Make an appointment today by calling 308-697-4211. Cambridge Rehab and Fitness located in downtown Cambridge. Final score here, Southern Valley with the come from behind win after the Trojans are up 24-10 in the first quarter. Southern Valley comes back and defeats the Trojans 51-49. And man, the Trojans had beaten these guys by almost 30 points earlier in the season, and Kevin, Southern Valley did what they had to do after the first quarter.
Yeah, they quit giving up the three for one thing. They went. They gave it up some in the second quarter, but not as bad. And then in the third quarter, they had it figured out. And I don't know that we shot any threes in the third quarter, hardly, maybe a couple.
Well, Allmeyer hit one big one there in the fourth quarter, but man, it wasn't enough. Hodge Rayburn held scoreless in the second half. Of course, he got foul trouble, so he set quite a bit of the third quarter and fourth quarter. So
Southern Valley made the decision not to give up the three and to give up the drive, and Cambridge couldn't finish at the rim. That was the problem. They couldn't finish. So it was a good adjustment by Southern Valley for sure.
Yeah. See Coach Shepard making his way up here. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have Coach Shepard with us. We'll bring you the stats after the interview with Coach Shepard and get ready to go here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
At Waypoint Bank, our lending decisions are made locally and quickly. When you deal with a family-owned bank like Waypoint, you aren't just a number. We proudly offer personalized care with a history of strong values. At Waypoint Bank, we've been providing financial assistance and guidance since 1883. Our word is our bond and has been for all these years. It's called relationship banking. Nothing new, just something we do at Waypoint Bank. Waypoint Bank, guiding your success and invested in your future. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Reclaim your strength with Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Their goal is to be the best local experts in the field of rehab and fitness that delivers really good results. Everyone is welcome, valued, and cared for by Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Whether you're recovering from an injury, looking to improve your fitness, or wanting to reach new goals, they've got the perfect program. Let their skilled therapists and trainers create personalized plans to support your recovery and boost your fitness all in one place. Call now to schedule an appointment at 697-4211 or stop in to learn more. Cambridge Rehab and Fitness in downtown Cambridge. Corporate Seeds. This is a family that grew up in the seed industry, a family that knows that food grown on healthy land with healthy farming produces healthy food. We are all stewards of this land, and it is our responsibility to care for its health to support yours. Regular deliveries and pickups are available in your area. Contact Corporate Seeds to learn more today. Call 308-697-4848. That's 697-4848. Or you can see their website online at corporateseeds.com.
Farmers National Company is your premier partner in helping you buy or sell land. Whether it's a traditional listing, a live or online auction, simulcast events, and sealed bid offerings, Farmers National Company has you covered. Proudly employee-owned and dedicated to helping you succeed. Choose Farmers National Company for agricultural, residential, and commercial real estate. Call Agent Lori Harding at Farmers National Company today at 308-660-1861. That's 660-1861. Farmers National Company, Lori Harding Real Estate Sales.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florp, Kevin Martin back here with you live from Southwest High School, Bartlett, Nebraska. And this is your Cambridge Rehab and Fitness post-game show. We are locally owned and operated here to serve Cambridge and the surrounding area. We have a passion for our patients and our community. We are continually innovating and evolving our therapy practices in order to give you the best individualized care. Make an appointment today by calling 308-697-4211. Cambridge Rehab and Fitness located in downtown Cambridge. And as I said, I'm Trent Florm. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And, Coach, another tough loss.
Yeah, no doubt that one, stings pretty bad. Just the way we started the game, it seemed like everything was kind of clicking there offensively, and all the way through, halfway through the second quarter, everything was rolling, and we were making plays for each other and hitting shots, and and then Creighton's injury obviously was a big part of it, but even with that, we had guys come in who played hard and played well, and then just in the last 3-4 minutes there, we didn't get very many stops, and we thought we had maybe found something on the defensive end in the first 3.5 quarters, and then in the fourth it just kind of disappeared, and we had a guy playing with a pretty bad sprained ankle, a guy playing with 4 fouls, and you feel like you can get one more stop that we needed there, and we just never could find that one stop, get that one rebound to finish it off.
Yeah, they kind of went inside against you, and Creighton was having trouble staying up with Grove going to his right side because of that ankle, and then, like I said, Hodge with 4 fouls, and one of our better rebounders, and he's not in the ball game, and was also the leading scorer in the first half. He had 14 first half points, and that's where he finished the night. But so your leading scorer for the game at that point, and one of your best rebounders, and now he's on the bench.
Yeah, that was huge. We tried to get a sub in there to the bench right before that play, and anytime you have that happen, it seems like the guy picks up a foul there, and got his third. We told him going into the third quarter, got to be smart on defense here, and then he gets his fourth on a charge. Just a heck of a play by Grove to slide over there and get his feet set and take that charge, and so that was a tough one, and but that's kind of why you can't get the first three, because then the fourth one comes on kind of sneaks up on you, and we played a lot of the game with 2 of our 4-man guys on the bench, and or even when they were on the floor, they were either limited because they felt like they couldn't foul, or limited because they couldn't move very good off that 1 foot for Creighton, and it's just tough. We rely on those 4 so much, and basically we want them on the floor as much as possible, and that obviously wasn't the case tonight, and that was kind of when they were on the floor. Like I said, we were rolling in that first quarter and a half, but as soon as we lost that dimension, we became easier to guard. They did some good things defensively with putting Grove kind of at the rim, putting him on Miller, and having him kind of be a rim protector, and he was tough to finish on in there, and so we had to rely on kick out threes, and those are good to us a lot, but we kind of went cold there for a stretch between the middle of the third, middle of the fourth quarter, and that was kind of the difference.
Yeah, and also Kevin and I just talked about that before Hodge picked up his charge for the 4th foul, because he'd went in against Grove on the other side and made the basket, and Kevin said, you got to be careful because he's going to slide over one time, you're going to pick up the charge, and 2 possessions later he does, and it's hard for a kid. I mean, he's just going to the hoop like he always does, but sometimes you just got to take that jump stop and not go all the way to the hoop.
Yeah, it's tough. That's not the one you're thinking that you need to avoid. Those kind of just come when you're, like you said, making a good play toward the rim, and so that one stinks, and obviously had a big impact on the game. But like I said, we didn't do winning things, at certain times throughout the game, and that obviously the biggest ones were the defense in the last 3 minutes there, and I told the guys I thought it was probably our best defensive effort here in a couple weeks, and then it just disappeared there for the last 3 minutes.
Well, Coach, now you're off till next Thursday. Highline warming up right now. You're going to take them on next Thursday. They had a big win over Medicine Valley the other night. Going to take on Alman now, so you'll see some different things from them. But talk to us about Highline, what you know about them, and how do you get the W next Thursday?
Yeah, Highline's really talented. Pretty physically imposing. Watched them play Medicine Valley over at Bertrand the other night, and that was my first time seeing them. And just a lot of long, athletic, basketball players, and the guy in the middle is, a unique challenge. We haven't really seen a 6'6", long, lanky guy like Ruda inside. He's going to be a big test for us to get off the glass. He's going to be a big test for us when he catches it of, making him finish over us, which he'll do, but we just got to make sure he's not getting, uncontested ones because he's getting offensive rebounds or catching dump-offs. And then on the perimeter, Zach Whitaker is, a really talented guard. Scores the ball really well, but also just sets up his teammates. He's always going to control the game. Kind of one of those guys who, sets the pace that we're going to play at, and it pretty much stays wherever he wants it. Throughout games, they play a little slower pace than some of the teams that we play in our league here. They run kind of a, backed up zone and try to keep you in front of them and make you shoot over them because they're so long and athletic. So they're going to be a big test for us. It's two teams who are going to look very, very different. We're going to look to push the pace and run, and, we're small and they're huge, and they're going to look to slow it down a little bit and play very, physical with how they're attacking the hoop and how they're pounding it inside. So it's kind of a game of contrasting styles. Whoever can set the tempo, set the pace is going to be, the game's going to go in their favor more often than not. So we got to try to speed it up. We got to try to get their guards sped up a little bit, which, like I said, is kind of tough to do when they got a guy like Whitaker who can handle that. But we got to try to get them sped up, try to, play in transition as much as we can, so that we don't have to go against that zone in the half court very often.
The only good thing about having a week off, Coach, you get everybody healthy.
Yeah, I think that would be big. Like I said, Creighton rolled that ankle pretty good. He battled, but he'll appreciate a few days off here to get that thing healed up, and a lot of sickness going around school, and just if anybody's battling that, hopefully we can get them healthy, and it'll be good to just get back in the gym for a long stretch. At this time of the year, you don't need long stretch in the gym, but it never hurts. It's always good to get back to some fundamental work, get back to some defense work. It's something that obviously we've identified as something we need to get better at, and it'll be good to get some days to just work on stuff and get better and continue to grow as a team.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time, and let's go pick up a win next Thursday against Highline.
Sounds good, Trent.
Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with your stats right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Affordable transportation for everyone.
We're your ride to the doctor, shopping, or work, just about anywhere, from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday in Southwest Nebraska. We can even get you to Kearney or Grand Island. Call 308-276-2182 the day before to reserve your spot.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit.
Hello, farmers. If you're interested in trying a biological product on your farm but aren't sure where to start or what product is right for you, give Caleb Nutt a call. Caleb is your local Mycogold and Genesis Ag representative. With a diverse lineup of products that can be applied on the seed, in furrow, with starter fertilizer as well as foliar, you can be sure that they have a product that's right for you. To get started, call Caleb Nutt today. 308-367-6457. That's 308-367-6457.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Kevin Martin back here with you, live from Southwest High School. Another tough loss for the Trojans. Boy, let's give you the stats for this one. First of all, for the Southern Valley Eagles, Jacob Rice with 2 points. Isaac Hamilton with 26. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Jace Hammond with 1. He went 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Tate Weatherwax with 8, and Tyler Grove with 14 for the Eagles. He went 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Eagles go 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 63% tonight. For the Trojans, Braxton Mitchell with 2, Creighton Ruggles with 6. He was 2 of 8 from the free throw line. Brady Allmeyer led him with 17, 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. Maverick Webb with 7, Hodge Rayburn with 14, and Braden Miller with 4 tonight for the Trojans. Trojans go 3 of 9 from the free throw line, just 33%. They led it 24-10 after the first quarter. Got outscored 13-10 in the second quarter, but still led 34-23 at halftime. Was outscored 13-7 in the third. Led it 41-36 going into the fourth. Got outscored there 15-8 to make the final 51-49. And Rayburn picking up that fourth foul. 3:50 left in the third quarter, Kevin, was huge for the Trojans.
And that was tough, and then Ruggles getting hurt made it tough too. There was a lot of choices to be made down there from about midway in the third quarter on, and it was you had to get lucky to get right.
Yes,
because you really didn't have any definite way to go with lineups or anything. So it was a tough game.
Tough loss for the Trojans, and you came into the tournament. You had won 8 in a row. You're playing Southwest in the opening round, a team you'd beat earlier in the season. You thought, well, maybe you would be playing the last game today because you thought maybe you could get by them. But Southwest played a great game and ended up beating you. Then you played Southern Valley, who you beat by 30 earlier in the year, and you're thinking, well, at least we're going to hopefully get down to Friday. Well, end up with another tough loss, so now you have a week off, but might be beneficial for them. Get everybody healed back up and get everybody back in the right frame of mind for the closing stretch.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about basketball. It is a long season, and now they play so many games with the expanded tournaments and the early season games. And the holiday tournaments. It's a long season, and you're not going to keep yourself at the level you want to be at the whole year.
Yes.
You're going to get flat. You're going to get tired. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get sick. We talked about that earlier. It's just, it's a long season, and sometimes you just got to, hit the reset button. And then I think that happens to every team out there.
Yeah, and that's, you heard Coach Shepard say that during the interview there, that they have had a lot of sickness going through the school. Some boys been battling a little bit. Of course, the Trojan girls found that out last night with Jocelyn Holtz getting sick right before the bus left and having to miss the game last night. Talked to Dad afterwards. He said she's okay. She was back home. So hopefully, I don't know if she'll be able to play tomorrow night. We'll find out. And that's our next coverage is tomorrow night down in Alma, Thursday night down in Alma. The Trojans will take on the Bertrand Vikings. They get to play them on Thursday night, and then turn around and play them next Tuesday again. So going to be back-to-back games for the Trojan girls against Bertrand. Of course, the boys play them the last game of the season, so they won't play until next Thursday against Highland. We will have coverage of all 3 games Thursday night. We'll start with the Trojans and Vikings at 4:30. Then it'll be Arapahoe and Southern Valley at 6. And then Alma and Southwest play at 7:30 in the East Side Championship game. That should be a barn burner. Alma picked up a big win over Southern Valley last night in double overtime, while Southwest had a pretty easy win over Arapahoe. So, boy, after a double overtime game, your leg's going to be tired too, Kevin.
Yeah, that's the thing, boy. If you don't have a bench, and it doesn't matter if you do have a bench, that's a lot of games and not very many days. So you're going to run out of gas. It's a test.
Back on the air Thursday night, Taco John's pregame show, looking around 4:10 to tip-off for the Cambridge girls at 4:30. We'll have all 3 games from Alma. I don't know about the boys, what we're going to do there, depending on what happens here tonight. We'll talk it over, and I'll let you know on Thursday night what boys coverage we'll have on Friday night. We're going to wrap things up from here. From all the folks at Hometown Family Radio, for Kevin Martin, my color guy, I'm Trent Florham saying thank you for listening to Trojan Basketball here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
The Proceeding has been a presentation of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network. Any use of this broadcast without the written permission of Hometown Family Radio is prohibited. Coverage on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network has been brought to you by
Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Mid-Plains Community College, Community Hospital, Pinpoint Communications, Corporate Seeds, Doyle Auto Repair, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Auctioneer Justin Bonshaw, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Cross Creek Golf Links, M&B Bank, Taco John's, Browning Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Rehab and Fitness, Western Select Genetics Lance Shiflett, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Farmers National Company, River Valley Services, Viera Wireless, Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley K's Coffee Shop, First Central Bank, Runza, Caleb's Custom Farming, Webb's Oilfield Service, Hogemeyer Seed, Troy Wiestad, Tri-Valley Health System, and Hitchin Hay Public Transit.
For a copy of this broadcast and a list of future events, visit hometownfamilyradio.com.